Hey everybody, welcome back to the Crypto Project. I'm Leonard, and if you like crypto or you're just crypto curious, you've come to the right place. Tonight we're gonna look at kind of this coming IDO for MonkeyBall, which it's been launched on, or it's going to be launched on Solana's StarLaunch, which just had its own IDO just a week ago. There is great urgency, but yet there's still a window in order for you to participate in this IDO. And this is going to be huge. If you've been on the internet, if you've been on Twitter, you know that Monkey Ball just has a huge community behind it. It's got a lot of momentum behind it. This could be one of the biggest play to earn games of the year. And so we're not going to cover a huge amount about the game, its intricacies, but rather we're going to stick to how can I be a part of this IDO. We're just going to look at the Monkey Ball. I love the name. We're going to look at the Monkey Ball website here, and again, there's not a ton here, but I want to just kind of look at broad stroke. If you've not heard about this, you need to. And so I'll give you a couple broad strokes. We're going to drop kind of all these links into the description down below, so you can come back and look at this stuff. But the game Monkey Ball is a next gen esports metaverse that enables players to create, play, compete, and earn. Monkey Ball combines high production value, multiplayer gaming with Solana blockchain, NFTs, decentralized finance to deliver an exciting turn-based play-to-earn soccer game that's easy to learn yet hard to master. And you can play in 3 different modes: player versus the environment, kind of training mode, player versus player, classic game where each player controls a team, and then it's team versus team, which each team is being played and controlled by multiple players. So it's got a lot of dynamics to it, and there's bigger pieces, like, so you can turn in your tokens to kind of upgrade your player. You can breed monkeys so that you can have a whole monkey team. Quickly just run through this roadmap again. October, Monkey Bucks, that's the token that's going to be used in the game. MBS are pre-sale. November IDO, this is what we're talking about in specific today. November, the NFT drop, so the first monkeys will drop. the language in here is just hilarious. December, Pioneers Gear Up Camp. And so again, we're going to touch this in a minute, but you're going to need to own some of these tokens in order to be invited into these kind of gear up camps. And then the early Q1 2022 in-game store launch, Q1 2022 breeding season. I mean, that's going to be fun. Thought of a story. I took some 7th graders to, yeah, I'll leave it. We were on the monkey cage. You can imagine breeding season monkeys, 7th graders. It was wild. Mid Q1 game launch, early Q2 treasury launch, mid Q2 game launch, PvP, so player versus player. And then mid Q2, you can buy land in a stadium and actually own an NFT of a stadium or pieces thereof. So, I mean, this is going to be an amazing, amazing game. This is coming off their medium, and this kind of gives us a lot of the clues as to how this actually is going to work. So the IDO on StarLaunch is going to launch on November 30th. But registration begins the 27th. But even more importantly, and I'm going to highlight this a couple times, you need to be KYC by the 26th, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The 26th, that's 2 days from right now. It's November 24th, 9 p.m. right now. You've got really a day and a half to get KYC'd on StarLaunch's website. Very, very important for you to be part of this IDO at all. This is why we're monkey thrilled to keep this train puffing with our announcement that November 3rd, Monkey Ball will host a sale of its highly anticipated MonkeyBucks MBS tokens during an initial DEX offering IDO on the StarLaunch platform, which with registration for the IDO opening on the 27th. The total supply of MonkeyBucks is 1 billion, with exactly 1% available through the IDO on StarLaunch at an IDO price of 4 cents. Now, this is crazy. I don't know how high this and how fast this price is going to go, but if you can get any piece of this, 4 cents, it's going to be worth your time. Again, not financial advice. This is me talking about myself, what I'm going to do. MonkeyBucks is the main in-game currency powering the game economy. Players get MBS by buying it on available dexes and sexes, mining it, opening loot boxes, or winning it through completing missions, winning matches, being a spectator, hosting games in their owned stadiums. You need to know what you're trying to get as you work towards getting these MonkeyBucks. So you can breed monkeys, NFTs, you can bolster the ones that you have, and you can buy a consumable item within the game. MBS is a cap token with limited supply, so it's rare, and supposedly, or I would suggest that its price is going to continue to get worth more and more as the game goes on. Holding MBS has massive perks and advantages prior to MonkeyBall's first game mode being released. So if you get in this IDO, you get a hold of some MBS. It's urgent that you understand that holding this is actually going to help you. You need to hold MBS grants premier. If you hold it, it grants you access to the much anticipated upcoming NFT drop. So no MBS, no monkeys. You need MBS, you need MonkeyBucks in order to get monkeys. Farming MonkeyBucks for rewards. Once the IDO is complete, we'll announce a reward plan for holders of MBS. Stay tuned. Access to the upcoming Pioneers Gear Up camp. And so there'll be a camp, and you'll need MBS in order to be invited into the camp. And finally, breeding season with MBS and monkey NFTs. Be the first to breed the next generation of monkeys, which will enable you to complete a team or even sell monkeys in the market. This is going to be a pretty intense game. So participating in the IDO on StarLaunch, this is why we're here. The StarLaunch team has pioneered a novel approach to the IDO allocation model by introducing a dual, so two tokens that are going to work with both the deflationary governance token, which is the STARS token, as well as the secondary utility token, hydrazine, the N2H4, which will be used to gain access to IDOs. So to participate in the MonkeyBall IDO on StarLaunch, you need hydrazine. So how do you get hydrazine? That's the million-dollar question. So here it goes. First, you need to purchase stars by going to starlaunch.com and selecting an available exchange at the top. So FTX, Raydium, or Symmetry. I'm going to go through in just a minute how you get to buy your stars, and some of this is unknown. They haven't released every bit of this, although it's just days away. But I'm going to take you through Raydium using a Phantom wallet with some Sol already in it. So for FTX, open an account, purchase Raydium Symmetry. Please open, use, create either a Solflare or Phantom wallets. Phantom works seamlessly with the Solana kind of ecosystem. Second, stake your stars to acquire hydrazine. Staking will be announced by StarLaunch once available. So at this point, we don't exactly understand the staking process. I'll show you to my best knowledge what it's going to look like once we look at the Raydium website, or the Raydium.io. There's 3 states of stars. So you can lock your stars, you can unlock your stars, or you can just hold them in a wallet. So if they're locked, they're actually generating the what is it, hydrazine, N2H4. if it's not staked or it's not locked in the Fusion Vault, you're not actually earning the hydrazine, which you need in order to get invited into the IDO in order to buy the monkey bucks. So once hydrazine is accrued, you can contribute to the MonkeyBall IDO by visiting StarLaunch.com and selecting the MonkeyBall project. Right now, that's not up on their website, but I'm assuming in the next couple days it's gonna come out. KYC with StarLaunch is done through Fractal. If you have not completed the KYC process, you will be first directed there. Again, this is urgent. November 26, 8 a.m. Pacific time, you need to have been KYC'd on StarLaunch in order to participate in any of this. So I would, if you're watching this video, I would do it right now. Once hydrazine is acquired, these tickets can be used for MonkeyBall's IDO allocation. Each participant will receive an IDO allocation proportional to the relative contribution size of their hydrazine. So based on how much hydrazine you've accumulated, that directly will influence how much you will be able to participate in the IDO. And then here quickly is their timeline. November 26th, 8 a.m. You must be KYC'd before this date. November 27th, 8 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. Registration begins, and you begin to contribute your hydrazine in order to ultimately get an allocation of the monkey bucks. November 29th, a couple days later, hydrazine contribution window closes. That's the end of being able to contribute your hydrazine. So I'm assuming that during this time you're acquiring your hydrazine, and ultimately November 30th, 8 a.m., you can purchase based on what you've been allocated in the IDO, the monkey bucks. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be huge. It's going to be anywhere between 10 and I would say even 100x. This is going to be instant, not financial advice, but instant. So let's just look on the Raydium site. So you go to raydium.io. What we're going to do to start with is we're going to swap. Now, I'm assuming that you have got your hold on for a second. We've got a little this to do. You're going to have your wallet, so go and get yourself a Phantom wallet. They're easy. They're easy to connect with your Chrome here up in top here. Forgot what it's called, but you can connect easily here. So you've got your wallet connected. Now with this wallet, you're going to want to load it up with some Solana. So you decide where you want to get your Solana. You can get it on any exchanges, whether it be decentralized or a centralized exchange. I bought mine on a centralized exchange where I had some. And so what I did is I just loaded up my wallet. And then, so now I've connected my wallet with Raydium, raydium.io, and here we are. So first what we want to do is we want to connect our soul, and we want to convert it into stars. I mean, this is essentially what you want to do. And so we want to enter how much. We'll say we'll add 1 soul, and that will give us 13.2 stars. And because there's not a direct way to do this, you're going to have to essentially purchase wrapped soul, and it will do that. It sends out the transaction, I guess, depending on how much traffic there is, it'll come back. So now it's come back. And so now I have this wrapped soul that I can now use to buy my stars. So just simply hit swap. It'll ask you to approve. I approve, and you're done. So now you have swap in your wallet. If you look up here at your wallet, and I've purchased a little bit prior to this, but you can see here your StarLaunch. You've got your wallet has your stars in it. I've got some Solana left up here, and that's as far as we're going to go right now. What I think they're going to do is either they're going to stake it, and they'll have a staking place right here to stake your stars in order to accumulate your hydrazine, and your hydrazine is what you're going to present in order to open the monkey bucks. Another thing I want to just, while we're here, they may take you over to farming and go over to the fusion section. This DeFi farming is unbelievable. This is something we will probably do another video on, but I just want to run you down. Look, depending on your pair and your tokens that you're working with here, your liquidity provider pairs, we've got 1,500% APR, 300%, 250%, 475%, 370%, 500%. I mean, it goes on and on and on. According to Star Search, they had a 66% kind of bonus if you staked a star USDC liquidity pair here. And so what I've done is I've done that. And so you can stake these pairs in this, and essentially what you do is you harvest stars. I'm going to leave it here for a couple days, and then I will pull it out when it's time to present for liquidity. But just as far as for an example, so let's say you want to get some same kind of way. You come in here and you take some of your soul and you want to turn it into stars, and so you would make your swap here, soul for stars, and then you would do the same thing, and you would swap your soul for USDC. And because in these liquidity pools you need the same amount of stars, as at least the same value of stars versus your USDC, and so that's going to create your pair. And so you have, in this case, I still have an existing 34.86 USDC, so I'll put, I'm not sure how much that will be, so we'll say 0.2. That's too much, so 0.17. That's right on the nose, and so I'll swap some SOL for some USDC, and so the transaction's been confirmed, and we're done. And so now what we do is we go into the liquidity pool. So now I've got some SOL, I've got some USDC, and so now I can decide how much I want to have. So I have a balance here of 0.2 and 69. So I'm not sure what the exact equivalent will be. So we'll put 0.25, and I need 52. So what if I put 226? We're at 54, 28. I'm just trying to use up the rest of my 289, 60. So we'll just run this through. And so what we're doing is we're creating a liquidity pool token that then I can use for staking, which then I get these massive rewards. So I supply this, I approve it, and the transaction fails. Sometimes, and I'm not sure why, but these transactions don't go through as cleanly. You always need a little bit of the USDC in there in order for it to work. But I'll just try this one more time, and I've got a little bit in there already so that we can show what this looks like. So we'll just take it down to a quarter. And some of this is playing with these and learning how to make these pairs work. And so this time it went through. And so now we've first we swapped and we took our SOL and we bought some USDC and we bought some or swapped and got some stars. Now then we went into the liquidity and we created these liquidity provider tokens. And so we created these little bundles and now we take those over to the farms. We go into the fusion section, pop down over here and look at these stars pairs. And so we have stars USDC liquidity provider tokens. And so here we click on this and we can stake what we have. And here I've been gone for an hour or so and I've accrued 0.098720 stars. So I can just harvest that. I approve the transaction and it drops right into my wallet. So now I've got a little bit of extra stars in my wallet and it's beginning to accrue again. So now I can stake. So if you hit stake over here and right now it's not showing that I have any of the liquidity provider in there. Sometimes it takes a minute to catch up. But you can see I've put the equivalent of 42 paired between the stars and the USDC. So I'll just try one more time. It's not coming through for some reason right now, but if you were here and you would see right up here in the balance how much you would have, and then you would confirm that, and then that's all you do to stake it. In order to unstake it, so say you're getting ready to, and you want all the stars you can have ready to go into the IDO and start accruing your hydrazine, you would click here and you would say, I have 42 and I want to, say you want to hit max. I want all my liquidity provider tokens to be expunged, and you just confirm and then you'll accept that and you'll just back yourself right out of that. So that's it. Again, quickly, this is the key. That's just fun. That's a little Degen playing. There's some stuff that you can do in here. The farming in here is unbelievable. And you find these liquidity pairs and you begin to just look for the kind of risk reward you're willing to take. But a total APR of 1,525%. I mean, this is a crazy world to walk in. What we're talking about specifically for this IDO, though, you're going to want to come here. You're going to bring your SOL to the table. You'll take your SOL, and I'm just going to do the rest. I'll take everything I have in here, and I want to turn it into stars tokens. And so if stars isn't there right away, say you come up here, you can, it's there because I've typed it in, but you can just simply type in stars. Stars will come up. This is the token that you want to buy. You go with your SOL. I'm just going to do max everything I have. I want to be turned into SOL, and it's saying I don't have enough. I don't have enough SOL to even buy. You must have to have a minimum of 1 star to purchase. So I don't have enough SOL in there to do that. But you always need SOL in there for gas money. So make sure that you leave a little gas money in the tank so that you can do that. Just moving on, StarLaunch, here's the platform that you're actually going to go work on. And if you go all the way back to the beginning here, so stake your stars to accrue hydrazine. Staking will be announced by StarLaunch once available, and it's going to be launched on this website here on StarLaunch. And so we're just going to have to wait and see. Once hydrazine is accrued, you can contribute to MonkeyBall IDO by visiting starlaunch.com. So everything is going to happen off of this website, starlaunch.com. And they've got their Medium, they've got their Twitter account attached. If you want to go directly to the Raydium.io, you can go here, or FTX or Symmetry, two other places that you can make these transactions. But as of right now, and this is 9 p.m. on Wednesday, November 24th, as of right now, there's no place here that we see any more information. What's key, and again, I want to emphasize this right here, it says complete KYC. You need to complete your KYC before November 26th, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is massive. If you don't do this, you can't play at all. That's just what they've said. So if we go all the way back down here to key IDO dates, just run through these. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. You can take a screenshot of this if you want. Love to hear your comments. Love to hear, what you think about this IDO. Do you think MonkeyBall is going to be as big as they say it is? Do you think MonkeyBall is the game of the year? I am so excited about this game. They're actually rolling out monkeys. This is not too different than D-Race with horse racing. This is going to be very similar in scope and the same kind of gameplay. The key dates, again, you can look through these, and this is the whole IDO in a nutshell. Obviously, there's a lot more coming after this, but man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be so much. If you get your KYC done, and then you begin to start to register, you start to accumulate your hydrazine, and then you can turn it in to get your monkey bucks, and then you can get NFTs. The things that are going to open up if you get these first steps done is going to be amazing. So again, we'd love to hear from you. Like if you liked, or if you don't like, dislike, that's okay. And please subscribe. We're a new channel, and this is a passion project for us, and we're just absolutely loving it. We appreciate your time. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you very soon.